terms of social media is a revolution and is a real thing, and we are very happy about social media. You know, long time ago when we had KBC, you would be able to censor news and only let people know what you want them to know. And that is how the people of this country were governed. Today, even if you bribe the mainstream media not to broadcast what Rigathi Gachagua has said, the social media will do it. In fact, by the time we get to the evening news, people through social media already know what has taken place. So we really want to affirm TikTok, the X Space, the Facebook, and I want today to encourage our young people to continue using the social media as a tool of change, as an oversight mechanism for this administration. Our young people, we really want to salute you. And let nobody call you criminals. And let nobody tell us as parents that we have brought up our children badly. We haven't. We have brought up our children very well. That is why they are keeping the government in check, because they are intelligent young people. They are creative people. But I want to tell my children, the Genz, I love you so much and I have tremendous respect for you and your capacity to bring transformative change into this country. But I want to plead with you that what you are doing on the online space is not enough. You have a date with destiny. It is our young people who will sort out this country. It is our young people who will create the right leadership in this country. I want to tell our young people, much as we appreciate your contribution so far and what you have done for us, you have so much to do. You must take IDs and register as voters and turn out to vote. Your vote is what will count in this country. It is the Gen Z and the millennials who will determine the next leadership of this country. I want to affirm that you have done very well. I want to say congratulations. I want to thank you for your patriotism, the love for your country and for your motherland. But you haven't achieved what must be done. Please take your IDs, register as voters, and come out and vote. And take part in the decision-making process of this country. Take a very important role in determining the next leadership of this country. Our young people, this country is in your hands. We depend on you. I really plead with you. Please don't just stay behind the smartphone. Go a little bit further. Register as a Kenyan, have an ID, and register as a voter. And when the D-Day comes, by 3 a.m., be on the queue and vote. And guide your parents on how to vote. You are more knowledgeable than we are. You have better perspective of what is happening in the world. You know much more than we do. You have more exposure. I think we have no IBC to start preparing for the election. So mine is to appeal to the international community to put pressure on the government to constitute the IBC. And you have heard some very close politicians to the president making statements that are very worrisome. You heard a member of parliament saying that they can extend the president's tenure by another 24 years. You have had another member of parliament very close to the president say, even if the votes are not enough, they will manufacture them. These statements are very worrying. You saw another senator close to the president tried to bring a bill in the Senate to extend the president's tenure to 7 years. And when you look at all these things and the absence of the IBC, you see a red flag. So we want as a country, because this is a democratic country that carries out elections in every 5 years. And one of the ways to stabilize a country is to have very credible elections. So we are calling upon the constitution of the IBC, we are calling upon the international community to pile pressure on this administration to have the IBC constituted so that it can start preparing for the next general election, it can start rolling out voter registration. And on that note, we have also noted that there is a deliberate effort to deny young people IDs because the Gen Zs are the ones that will determine the next governance structure in this country. And I think this administration is uncomfortable with the Gen Zs. And we have found there is a deliberate effort to make sure that young people are not being registered as Kenyans. We want to call upon the government to allow our young people to have IDs so that they get ready to prepare to register as voters. Thank you very much, good people, for listening to me for that interaction. I wish you a good evening and take care of yourselves and work hard. And for those in the diaspora, remember us back here at home. And we love you. And I look forward to further engagement. Again, this is our country. We have no other country. We have to really take time to think about our people, to think about this country, and working together, we'll succeed. Thank you very much and good evening.